This is my review of the new Supergirl movie that has had some mixed reviews on the internet, which made me want to watch it even more. Let's start with the biggest strength, Supergirl herself. She's not just a copy-paste version of Superman. This version actually feels different, more raw, more emotional, and way less polished. You can feel that she's been through more, and that trauma actually shapes how she acts. She's not trying to be a symbol, she's just trying to survive and figure out who she is. In that angle, it works. Millie Alcock's performance really carries the movie. There's this constant tension in her character, like she could either save the day or completely lose control at any moment. That unpredictability makes her way more interesting than your typical superhero lead. But then, the movie around her doesn't always keep up. The pacing is kind of all over the place. The first half takes its time building her story, which I actually liked. But then the second half just rushes through major plot points like it's trying to hit a deadline. Big emotional moments come and go without really landing the way they should. And the villain, yeah, that's where things start to fall apart. They're not terrible, but they're forgettable. There's no real depth, no real presence. It feels like they exist just to give Supergirl something to fight instead of actually challenging her in a meaningful way. And in a movie that's so focused on character, that's a huge missed opportunity. Even though Lobo was great in the movie, he felt misplaced, like he was just there for promotional purposes, rather than having an impact on the film, which sucks, because the movie should have been full-centered on Supergirl and give her all the attention, especially since we don't get to see much female superhero leads. Where the movie really shines, though, is its tone. It's not trying to be overly funny or overly dark. It sits in this middle ground that actually feels pretty grounded. There's emotion here, there's weight, and when it slows down and lets those moments breathe, it really works. But again, it doesn't always give itself enough time to do that. By the end, you're left with a film that feels like it almost nailed it. There's a great character at the center, a strong performance, and a clear attempt to do something more personal with the superhero genre. But it's held back by uneven pacing, a weak villain, and a story that feels rushed when it matters most. Still, this is a step in the right direction. If this is the foundation they're building on, there's definitely potential here. I'd give Supergirl a solid 7 out of 10.